Let's face it, the coronavirus really took a toll on our world. So many lives were lost and livelihoods destroyed. So imagine being a small business owner who has already set into motion your dream of opening a business or a restaurant. Well, that happened to a lot of business owners here in Las Vegas, but they showed their resilience and managed to open up when much of the world was still shut down.
Well, I'll tell you that no business plan until 2020 happened included a pandemic.
Kim Owens worked and excelled in the high-end corporate restaurant world for decades, but it was always her dream to open her own establishment, a dream she put into motion here with Main Street Provisions in the Arts District of downtown Las Vegas about 2 years ago. Never did she imagine halfway into the project this booming downtown area would be brought to its knees by COVID-19 and the shutdown of our world as we know it. So when a partial reopening was issued by the state, she made a decision.
There's the philosophy that I could have waited until we had more seats than 37 at a time. But instead, I decided to open and forge ahead. I was able to employ 22 people, most of whom were not working throughout the entire year. So now those folks are employed and making money.
On this day, as they prep for dinner guests, you could see just some of those benefiting from her decision to move forward at this difficult time. Moreover, a decision by Owens and Chef Justin Kinsley Hall to utilize mostly local businesses with an emphasis on sustainability. Their impact actually reaches beyond the kitchen.
We take it all the way from the farm or the ranch. We bring it into our house. And then every week, as we get our produce order from the local farm, Desert Blooms Eco Farm out in Pahrump, he actually leaves with compost. We are trying to have as small a footprint as possible.
Even the art is locally grown.
I found 3 local artists that were truly helpful to get this dream achieved. One is a 70-foot long by 10-foot tall mural created by Caitlin Seville. It's called Resilient Seeds of Life.
This piece was created by Randy Mendry. It's called Stargazing with You. And in keeping with the restaurant's commitment to sustainability, it repurposes old steel pipes to transform this wall into art. Heather Toledo painted murals in the restrooms, giving brightness and beauty to even the smaller rooms. Owens is not the only daring entrepreneur in this area of downtown. Many chose to open up in these trying times, from craft beer establishments like Huddle and Cerveza, and other eateries like Letty's. And this, the second Good Pie restaurant by Vincent Rotolo. He already had a small pizza shop on Las Vegas Boulevard, so his dream to add this larger one in the Arts District could have been put on ice. Thank you, coronavirus. But he, like others, chose to move forward for the community.
The whole world has been suffering, and if we can just give that glimmer of hope, that one satisfying meal, that really delicious pizza, it just makes people happy, and spreading happiness is something that, we all are committed to doing. And our team, we created 22 new jobs in a community that was like stricken by, job depravity. So we're very, very excited about that.
That doesn't mean he didn't face unique challenges brought on by the pandemic.
Just the sanitation and the strict health department guidelines, the limited occupancy. And we're utilizing our slice window and takeout, and we're not allowing any dine-in service. So that's kind of just how we started.
He says the window service was a lifesaver, enabling him to serve up slices while keeping customers safe and outdoors. Nearly all the businesses in the Arts District are mom and pop shops. So while opening a new place or staying open for the established places on a restricted basis may not be the road to riches for them, the owners believe it will pay off in the long run by keeping people employed, maintaining or building a fan base, and keeping this area alive. There's a unique support system here. The businesses welcome each other. So instead of putting everything on hold during this pandemic, they've shown working together and moving forward breathes life into an area that was just being reborn.
Development of the Arts District, particularly Main Street, was actually building so much momentum prior to the pandemic that the challenges we faced, it just couldn't stop all the momentum we had.
I've never felt more supported in the community than with these business owners and operators. The fact that every business in the Arts District is not part of a corporation and they are mom and pop, so to speak. They are independent owners and operators and live and die by the sword, basically. The fact that they are there to help lift all of us up shows what a community can do when they pull together.
Those two entrepreneurs are not alone. A lot of businesses did open up in the downtown area during the pandemic, like Letty's, Huddle, Cerveza, and we covered them all here on Channel 2, along with some others. Now, we right now are on California, in between Casino Center and Maine, where there are some boutique establishments that actually got their start before the pandemic, like Esther's Kitchen, Garage East. Now, they may have had time before the pandemic to build up their fan base, but they still had to think outside the box to survive, keep their staff employed, and keep their customers happy.